Alright everybody, so I have some paintings from DIY Digital Art for us. They were nice enough to send us a few more again. I believe, yep, 4 of them here. So I did open this one in the car to show my mom what she was getting, because I was with my mom when we picked these up out of the mailbox. I haven't looked at anybody else, and I didn't really look at her, but I did let my mom unwrap her and take a peek. So we have a green boat and tiny bags. Grr. But they're nicely lined up, so you can see there's a lot of grays to this painting. Blues, a little bit of purple, greens. Pretty much all shades of gray, though, for the most part. It is one of these doll characters. A little baby wolf, apparently, and a wolf here. Again, I'd personally say probably a size larger, but my mom loves her 30 by 40s. I do, however, think that this one is not what you expect. It looks like we have a larger white border. So we will be measuring this one. Very thin plastic. It's a thicker canvas and a thinner plastic, and it just doesn't want to flatten out the way I do this. So, drill area, you are looking at 22.5, I guess. So, isn't quite the 25 you would expect. And again, 32 and about a half. So it is a little small for a 30 by 40. Again, I've been seeing a lot more this size listed as 30 by 40s though from companies. I need to label the drills. So thank you, DIY Digital Art, for sending these for me to look at with you guys. If you like any of them, the links are below for you guys. So our first one, these wolves for my mom with her little doll lady. 23 colors. Again, it's pretty much all shades of gray in this painting. Those E's are hard to read. A, Z, F, J, I. The W's are a little difficult to see there as well. G, O, O. Yeah. I guess the G's and O's being like a green and a brown is okay, but again, not the clearest letters. I will have to report back to you guys on how my mom finds this to work on, because some of these letters may be an issue, but they also might not with the light pad. So it looks like she has kind of striped leggings on. Cute little wolf cub with big eyes, or wolf pup. I think pup is the right way, but I've also heard a lot of people say cub lately, so I am now questioning myself. And then this one doesn't have as big eyes, but I guess it makes sense. You want the cute animal with the big baby eyes. So you got this lady. She looks cute. She has like little fairy wings on, some flowers. Again, I personally would say probably a size bigger is better. Go with a 40 by 50, but this is the size my mom likes, and she probably will get enough detail for what she wants out of this. Alright, next one. This one's kind of Christmassy. It also kind of goes with another cat that I have. Although my other one is not Christmas, but it seems like a similar design. This feels like it's a softer canvas too. And I like these softer canvases. They straighten out a lot easier. Look at that cute cat. And it almost looks like, you know, berries and mistletoe or something like that. So I kind of get a Christmas vibe from this little guy. See him? It's a little tabby cat. I think I'll call it a Christmas tabby. Because the one I have like this kind of is more like an armor style, but it has like the similar face shape and then like the headdress and the armor or something. So, like I said, it's similar to one I have, but different. You got the normal trains. You got blues, reds, green. A lot of blue, actually. You got like this blue, that blue, that blue. You got some orange, brown, gray colors here. There's like this pinkish color, not really a red. And then you got some more gray browns here. So it's really gray, brown, and blue. I mean, I see a lot more red with this and the green with this, but the color palette looks like the majority of the color is the cat in the background and not like a green red. So maybe you'd call him Christmas, maybe you'd call him any day, any season. Again, this border looks quite big, so we're going to measure this one. I like how soft the canvas is. If you notice, it's pretty much just sitting here on the desk. Don't need to do anything for it. Now we're going to measure this one. Again, technically we expect a 25 by 25 because it's a 30 by 30, but I'm honestly guessing it's about a 22 by 22. And again, another 22 and a half. Almost 23. So maybe it's a 23 by 23, maybe it's a 22 and a half by 22 and a half. Little small, but look at those big eyes. So I think it's still going to turn out great. It's such a close-up of the cat's face that it looks like a decent size for it. 22 colors. We got random symbols and letters in here in no particular order. I wouldn't say those are dummy circles, but they do have kind of like a white circle overlaying the photo instead of just the letter on the photo. All the M's there look like they're just the letter on the photo. So does the B. But up here it looks like they put a white circle kind of there with the letters. But it looks like it's all going to be pretty easy to read. Whatever that is, that's an and. The and's blurry, but again, if that's the only blurry one there, it's easy to know that that shade right here, this weird shade looking thing, is that color. I'm not sure if I can really tell those are all the and symbols, but I know this is all one symbol, so. And that's the only one I see that I have an issue with, really. The O's and G's are different, so that's nice. The B's and R's are different, so that's nice. The G's are definitely different than the O's as well. I already said that, sorry. So I don't think there's going to be an issue. I think he's going to be a cute little quick canvas to work on. I'm personally going to call it a Christmas cat. Now, you know I like bigger paintings, so these next two are bigger paintings. This one I've wanted for quite some time, and hopefully this size does it justice. This is a 50 by 35. It is a harder subject media, again, being a dark photo with a black cat, but does that not look gorgeous? Look at those gold eyes staring at you, the golden globe over here, some books over there, the window with the moon in it, the candle in the open book here. Look at that guy. I don't think I'm disappointed by this. And handwritten canvas number. However, they just put the 469. I personally need the NH to know it's NH 469. Again, it is a dark photo, like I said. You got your navy blue, some dark browns, a dark orange, more dark brown, really dark green, another navy, a darker blue, a dark red color. You got like a baby blue there, dark green, black. There's some darker orange again. There's a little bit more of a bright orange. Some white and some lighter brown. And again, it's like a duller shade of orange. This is like a lighter purple, but it still looks like it's a gray. I mean, it is technically a light purple, I think, but it looks gray. So not a flashy color palette. It is a darker photo, darker cat, darker area, candlelight. I mean, that's what I expect from the color palette, so I'm not upset with it. But if you don't like your dark colors, maybe not the painting for you, but I absolutely love this black cat in the book. Look at that. I don't know if the key or the plant's really going to show up there, but I have hope that that cat is going to look decent. And the globe and the two books over here, the little window. So, I think this was a pretty decent size for this guy. And I've been looking at this photo, like, some places have it in like a 30 by 40 crop like this, where you just see part of the cat laying on the book with the candle or something like that. I like seeing all of this, and I definitely think if you were to get this any smaller, this, the candle here, this book here, especially all this stuff down here, you're not going to get details. So this looks decent for this. Could he maybe be a size bigger? Possibly, but I think this is a good size to go with if you don't want large, but you want enough detail. And again, it wasn't a bad price for the size either. I think their prices tend to stay the same enough that I could possibly tell you guys the prices when I open them. But I think just because they often have sales and everything else, it's just better to let you guys click on the link if you want to and check out the price for yourself. Also, the, you know, different regions and the British pound versus the dollar and everything else with the site. That's why I personally don't tell you the guys is the price and just have the links for you. I know I've shown you those eyes so many times, but I love the golden eyes on the black cat. I love black cats. My first 2 cats were black. So I was raised with black cats. And I love personality of black cats. So we have 24 colors. WUTLOB. Random. The O looks like it's going to be a different color than the G and the C. We will look closer in the drill field. So there's the D and the G. I can tell the difference of those like this. We'll see what it looks like on a light pad. The R and D look different to me. And there's the O, which definitely looks different. So I don't think there's any issues with reading this. Again, the A is one of those ones that are a little hard to read in that kind of brownish with white letter, but still easy enough that it shouldn't be an issue. Those J's, U's, and F's are really easy to see. Again, there's a lot more confetti than you would think, I'm guessing, in here. Because here's R's, D's, and W's. And then here's W's with a few B's thrown in. The cat's B's, R's, and W's as well. So, not large, huge patches of color for you. There is, you know, small patches of color blocking with other letters thrown in there. It's not just all black. And the window is pretty much all B's, but you can see there's a few R's right there. I think those are your largest patches of color blocking for all the B's in the window here. So, my gorgeous little magic cat, I guess. I'm guessing this kind of looks a little magical, but maybe at the same time, instead of magical, it's like, here's your globe, your book by candlelight. You could think of this as like a ship or, you know, navigational style. I mean, could just be like an old kind of ship navigation type, kind of like a Da Vinci's style thing. But I'm leaning towards, me personally, going with the magic route. Like a book of spells or something by candlelight with the black cat. So you can look at that either way, like a Da Vinci's time with somebody with their books and the globe and everything. Or something magical. I'm guessing it's actually more the kind of Da Vinci timepiece. But, so cute. So I should clarify, with the last one I was talking about, like Da Vinci's Demons. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the series, but it kind of gives me a vibe from like that time and look of stuff. This next one's a lot more colorful. Again, I like my dull colors and then my bright colors. This one's kind of a stained glass style. Again, there's not enough bears, so when I saw this nice grizzly, I had to get it. They have a few other paintings similar to this that I really liked as well. I think they had 2 bears and I picked this one. Look how bright that looks. Those blues, whites, oranges, reds. Look how bright that orange looks. And then the pale yellow there. Red, purples, creams. No canvas number though. But they are pre-bagged, and they're the bags with the diamonds on them that are slightly thicker. And the colors definitely look brighter than what you're looking at right there. So while this painting is going to look how it looks, I'm suspecting it's also going to brighten up. So just for any of you that were curious, the color palette of the cat, the color palette of the bear. A lot more pop to this guy. And I didn't measure the cat. It didn't look like the borders were too big to me. This guy doesn't look like the borders are too big to me, but I will measure just to verify that. So with this one, we're expecting a 35 by 35. But gorgeous bear, and it looks like it's not going to be too dark. The few bears I have, half of their face is like blacked out, like under his chin right here. But half of the face is that way, and I hate it. Even if it's like normal that lighting would actually do that, I want to see the gorgeous eyes in the face in my painting. I don't care if it's not following true light. Alright. So, we get 34.5. Yep. 34.5. So, half a centimeter around instead of the 35, it's 34.5. That's still very much what we expect. Look at a gorgeous bear. And I know bears have black eyes, so I can't just say look at the gorgeous blue eyes, but it looks like he's actually going to have his black eyes. You have a little bit of dark here under the chin, but again, it's just really right there under the chin and stuff. All of this looks like it's gonna come out nicely. You got some flowers around up here and a little bit of trees there. I like it. You got 24 colors on this guy, random letters. Looks like all letters. Your W's are your 939s. Look at that. Look at all the color you're going to have right there in that corner. And then goes over and you have all of that. The D's are purple, the B's are blue. To me, that's not an issue. To some of you, maybe that will be. And then J's, I's, L's, V's, H's, that's all quite easy. The S's are a little blurry, but again, there's nothing else that looks like that, so it should be extremely easy to tell still. So I don't think there's going to be any issue with this. Nothing is really huge patches of color though. Like you see, you can use at least the 6 placer on a few rows of W's, but maybe even like a 12 placer for a row or two here. But it's a lot more small patches of color. So, and I like how it has these like feather-like, you know, patches of color there. But the face is still what you expect for a little grizzly. So this guy is gorgeous. So we had our gorgeous bear, the dark but still equally gorgeous cat, my Christmas cat, and my mama's lady with wolves. So thank you again, DIY Digital Art, for these canvases. They are really pretty canvases and all very different. We have a 30 by 40, though it does have the larger border around it. The 30 by 30, but with a larger border, and the 35 by 50. Since I brought it back down to show you guys, we will just verify this 35 is a 30. And then of course you have the 40 by 40. So all different size paintings for you guys this time. And different levels of darkness and confetti versus color blocking, and confetti versus color blocking. So with this one, we're looking at 30. So it's a 50 by 35, so I'm guessing that means it's a 45 by 30. And I'm not going to measure the 45 because just measuring it this way, I know that it's almost exactly a 45. So these are my 3. You got bright and colorful, dark, and just a little one. So they are also really pretty though. Thank you again, DIY Digital Art, for sending these to me to show you guys and work on. First bear I've managed to get that I'm actually happy with. So hopefully everybody has a nice day, night, and morning. Hopefully your day, night, and morning continues to go well. I definitely have a few more videos coming up for you guys.